Hello, hello, good evening friends. How's everybody doing this evening? Happy Monday. New day, new week, new opportunities. I hope you take advantage of all the things that the week has to bring and focus on the good. I'm going to pull us up on my iPad to have a beautiful weekend. Happy Father's Day. To enjoy time together. We went out to eat and it was just a nice day together. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I've got lots and lots to do. We are going to use this arch from Michael's. And I am going to turn you down so you can see better. And as you're hopping on, let me know that you're here. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay, I always like to say hello to you and welcome you in, and thanks for being here. I'm going to shoot out a little welcome. I always like to invite everybody in and welcome you to what I call us the Whimsy Bunch. Alrighty, let's get started. I am going to stain this brown, not the inside, just the two outer parts. But I'm just going to use dark chocolate and a little bit of water. And then we're going to add milk paint over top. I can talk, I promise. I can, I promise. I put water in here. There's nothing else but a little bit of water in here. I'm just going to water that down. I'm going to take a Clorox wipe. First, I'm going to stir it up a little bit. I just want to put a little bit of color under it because milk paint has a natural ability to chip. So if it chips, I want to be able to see the brown underneath. I'm just dipping it in, and I am going to do the whole back side eventually, so if I get stuff on the back, I'm okay with that. Okay, just like that. And I know you guys are wondering, why is she not wearing an apron? My neck is broke out from my necklace. That's why I have not been wearing necklaces. And I just don't want to irritate my neck more, so I am not wearing my apron today. And some pieces of wood will shred your Clorox wipe. It's okay, don't worry about it. It happens. Just keep applying it. And again, right here, I am just going to try to stay, try is the word, within this area and not go over into the middle. Could I have taped it off? Absolutely. Am I going to? Nope. So, don't do as I do. Be nice and tape it off. I will check here in just a second and welcome you guys in. Let's get to another piece of the wipe because this thing is shredding on me, which means this wood is a little rough. For some of the inside edges, I'm just going to take a brush. I just wanted a little bit of color on here. I didn't want it too dark. I want it to look a little bit aged when we put our milk paint on top. And I know you're probably thinking, why is she doing a patriotic project when it is almost the 4th of July? I look at it this way. Hey, Miss Bonnie. Hey, Sherry. Being patriotic is not just one day. You're patriotic the whole year, not just on a specific day. Plus, we have many other days that you can use to display your patriotic designs. You've got Flag Day, which we just had. You have Military Appreciation Day. You have Memorial Day. You have Labor Day. You have Independence Day. Goodness, I can't even think. Veterans Day. So to me, patriotic can pretty much stay out all year. So you're not just patriotic one day out of the month. You're patriotic throughout the whole year. And my little rag has seen its better days. Try to get the rest out. It might be beneficial to wear gloves when you do this. Like I said, do as I say, not as I do. And I might come back and add a little bit more color to the back, but for right now, I'm not calling it good. I'll get another wipe and wipe my hands. Glad you ladies are here. Please sprinkle this out. And since we are using a patriotic transfer, it is the America's Semiquincentennial transfer from Essential Stencil. And I have not done any Happy Mail. I am going to give one of those away in July. So towards the end of the month in July, I am going to put a name from anybody that has sprinkled. I'm going to put them from today on, until the end of July, like the last week. I cannot. If somebody can look at the calendar, what is the last Monday? I forgot to see what date that was. So you have from now until the last Monday to sprinkle, and everybody that sprinkles will be added, name in the bucket, and then that Monday, that last Monday, I will draw a name. And they will get that transfer, that patriotic transfer, because I do feel that that can sit around. And I will show that transfer here in just a moment. For those, excuse me, that are not familiar with that transfer. And I haven't done anything cool. So that is going to be what I will do. The 29th. Alright, hey Miss Kim, how are you? So we got from now until the 29th to sprinkle it out. And I will draw a name to gift this one away. This one is what I use, but I've got one that is still all intact. And look how gorgeous that is. And today we are going to use Lady Liberty. So that will be my gift to you guys. And to dry this up. And then I'm going to sand it. I'm going to have to dry it really good because we used water product and wet. See how beautiful that's stained on the back? And a wet Clorox wipe. So we're going to have to dry this pretty good. In the middle, I am going to use flour sack. Yeah, flour sack from Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. If you need a link or not a link, a source. Andrea with the cutest little thing, that's her page name. I forgot to do that side. Look at me. Guess I have to do that later. Lord, I'm getting so excited and I forgot. Let's see if I can resurrect this. Silly me. What can I say? Silly me. How did I forget to do this side? But Andrea with the cutest little thing, she is a retailer for Sweet Pickins Milk Paint, and so is Toy from To the Nines Transforming Designs. I have to think of her full name. So either one of those ladies, you can get a link and order Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. I always like to share friends, other creators, so that you can find things, get discounts, and I know Andrea has it posted. That's where I'll get mine from. She has it posted on her page at the top. And if you have any questions, you can just message her and she gets back with you fairly quickly. And you just tell her what you want. She's got like bundle deals and sales and different things. So I am going to sand this back a little bit. Can't believe I forgot that one little side right there. I'm trying to hurry so I will not interfere with Essential Stencil going live at 8 Central, and I'm believing it should be Miss Amanda, but I haven't looked. And that transfer, if you are wanting any for your stash, there's only a limited amount left, so make sure that you hop over there. I'll put the link in the comments, and don't forget to use an ambassador code, because that will save you a checkout. So always save you some money. I'm gonna use my little thing. I'm only going to use my half teaspoon measure partially because I left the other one downstairs. And I can always mix more up if I need more. You mix this up 1 to 1. So half milk paint, half water. I normally do mine a little bit soupier. My nose is itching. So you can adjust your consistency. If that is too soupy, you can add a little bit more. If you let it sit, it will stiffen up a little bit. I am going to add, I don't want this to chip much, so I'm going to add some bonding boss that will keep it from chipping. I'll stir that up a little bit. And I'm just gonna sprinkle that in here. The bonding boss will help it to not flake as much. Use your words, Anne. Use your words. Talking is difficult for me today. And it has already thickened up some. Add just a little smidge of water. And you will figure out the right consistency for you. I don't want it too thick, but I don't want it really thin either. I'm just going to use a regular brush. I'm going to lay it this way, and it's just going in the middle. Yeah, got a little clumpy there. Apparently, I did not stir this up well enough. But you know what? I'm okay with that. Let's add this in here. Can't wait to see what this turns out to look like. And I'm not too concerned about going over the edges. And if you're wondering, milk paint just naturally has that, since it is natural. First of all, it doesn't last long. You can, I want to say you got to use it within 24 hours. I normally don't make enough to have leftovers, so I have not ever used more or made more. Maybe a little smidge, but nothing major. So I don't know how long you can keep it, but I think it's no more than 24 hours. But it's just natural chippy. And that's why I added the bonding bus, because this is where my transfer is going to go, and I don't want my transfer to peel off. Plus, we're going to add and that's what you guys can decide. We're going to add music behind it. Do you want America or America the Beautiful? Which song? And I printed this on rice paper. I made a copy of my let that sit for a moment. Of a hymn, out of the hymn book. I'm debating whether I want to do another coat on here. But I like that rustic background. I think we'll be good. So, America the Beautiful or America? And then she will go on top. Hey, Miss Cindy. Thank you for sprinkling. And remember, when you sprinkle between now and the 29th, you're going to go into the drawing to receive one of these. I will mail this out as Happy Mail. So sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. The more you sprinkle, the more your name is going to go in the bucket. more chances you have. America, we got to vote for America. Let me dry that and then we can move on to the outside. I am gonna add cherry pie to the inside and navy blues to the outside. I'm just gonna leave it like that because we're gonna do these two real quick. Let me move these out of the way so I will not mess that up. Again, I'm using the same ratio. This one is cherry pie. What did I do? My water. Where's my water? Add a little bit more. I gotta clean my little spoon out so I can put it in my blue. And sometimes the best chipping you will get if you put layers on. In this one, I am not adding the bonding boss because this one I do want the chippy. You can also apply wax to get a more chippy look. And that's what that looks like. And I thought that rusty color will look best with those flowers right here. I should be good with this one. I just cleaned this brush out. I'm using the same brush that I used for the white. And if I get some on that inside, I'm okay. It will be okay. Don't stress over the little things. I'll come back around and fill that in. I'm going to do all the outside first. There's no need to stress over things like this. It is meant to be rustic. It's meant to be old looking. I just went on the inside right there. It's okay. We're going to put our song on there anyway. You can tell when I get quiet, I'm concentrating. I hope this chippy's up some. If it doesn't chip up much, I'm okay with that too. That's the beauty of milk paint. Your projects are going to turn out differently each time, because milk paint is a little bit unpredictable. That's what makes it fun. And I promise I'll look up for some comments here in just a moment. Just concentrating right now. And I truly appreciate you all being here. See what that looks like. I used to be a perfectionist, and I have learned to let go of that. I'm still trying to have beautiful pieces, but as far as, you know, throwing the whole project in the trash and starting over, I don't do that anymore. And if I get in someone that right there, I'm okay with that too. It'll add to the chippy look. And while we are doing this, the inside can dry really good. Who in here works with milk paint? Milk paint is fairly new to me. Always wanted to try it. That looks good to me. And then I still have some left, but I'm gonna throw that out. Go ahead and dry that, and then I'm gonna sand this back. I could have taped that off. Probably would have been a really smart thing to do. Thanks for sprinkling. In case you missed, I wanted to know which song should we put on the inside, because it's gonna go right here, and then our Lady Liberty is gonna go over top. And I've got America the Beautiful. Or America. We have a vote for America. I'm going to go ahead and mix my next color up, because that'll be the blue. This is Navy Blues. And again, to get the Happy Mail at the end of July, on the 29th of July, just sprinkle the whimsy out. Let me know that you sprinkled it out, and I will put each and every one in a bucket, and at the end of the month we'll draw a name. And another stir stick on the 29th of July, not June, July. So from now until the end of July. And if you want to order one of those America's Semiquincentennial transfers, there's very few left. I've posted the link. I also posted the link for the Western collection that just released. So if you want either one of those, hop over there and grab them while they are in stock. If you missed on some of the Everyday Home collection, check and see if you can put yourself on the wait list. If they will release, put in another release, you'll be able to get on the wait list, and then if they restock that one, whichever one it is that you are looking for, because there's several that have been sold out. I'm going to have to add a little bit more water. It did thicken up a lot. It got so thick that I couldn't get it out. So I'm saying play around with the consistency so that you know how thick you need to make it. And see, it's going right over that red right there, so we're okay. And I'm probably going to go and add some antiquing wax anyway, or Kiehl's dark wax. But I think these colors go really well with our transfer. And again, the music sheet is out of a hymn book. I tore the page out, made a copy on rice paper, and then we're just gonna add it to the arch. And you can add a hanger on the back if you want to. You can actually put another transfer or print or printable on the back. And you've got options. But you can, if you want to, add a hanger or just leave it and just hang it up. I mean, lean it, not hang it. I like it as a leaner. Maybe next to a stack of books or in a basket, like an old wire basket. Like a chicken wire basket. I might have to look at it from different angles to see where I need to add a little bit more paint. My ring light plays tricks on me. I sometimes don't see, and then I look in the camera and I'm like, ooh, I missed a spot. So what are you ladies working on? I know most of you are already working on fall. Some of you are working on Halloween. It won't be long. Christmas in July. We'll be working on Christmas. I'm excited about working on Christmas. I love working on Christmas. I could do Christmas all year round. Just like Patriotic. I could do Patriotic all year round. I think those are my two favorites. What do you think about these colors? I think these colors are good. I think I got it all. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but wait. But wait. Christmas tree leaner. Why am I not surprised? And I do appreciate you guys being here and sharing your time with me. Once we have all of this dry, I am going to scrape it back a little bit to get the chippy up. Let's try to make sure that this is good and dry. I normally use this tool. It was still a little wet right there. But I won't be able to get into it right here. So I'm going to try. See if there's any chippiness going on. And it might just chippy later. I've got a big wet spot right there, so I can't chippy that yet. It is bubbly. It is cracking. It's natural ability for crackling too. But we are just going to move on. I am going to sand this. And it will probably crackle a little bit more later. I know it is hard to see on the camera, but you can see a little bit of the crackling happening on the blue. I'm going to hold it up close. Like right here, do you see that? Mod Podge. And I'm just using a fan brush. I know I have Mod Podge brushes. Where they are at, no one knows. They are MIA. Missing in Action. That was a blob. Don't need the blob. Can't wait to see your Christmas leaner. If you've been working on any more growth charts, I know you were making those too. And is there anybody we need to remember in prayers? I know Miss Judy, we need to remember her. Okay, America was the choice, which is a good choice. Rice paper is very forgiving, so if I don't position it right the first time, I can pick it up and reposition it. And I chose rice paper because it has the, what are those things called? The grain, not the grain, the fibers in there. And that's what I wanted. I wanted the fibers. I'm going to dry it and then we're going to put another coat on. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Oh, in a gift show in October. Awesome. Your creations are so gorgeous. They will love it. I don't know what this is that I've got on here. Piece of fiber. Make sure this is good and dry, and then we're gonna put another quick coat on here. And then we're going to add our transfer on top. Just sealing this in. I hope you enjoy this and stay tuned. I've got some news coming up for next month. Got some things in the works and excited to share some new things with y'all. And looking forward to some new things coming. I hope you will be as excited as I am. Some new fun things happening with the Whimsy Bunch. helps if I open it up, doesn't it? It's windy here again. Is it windy where you guys are at? And I'm sealing it so that I can apply that transfer easily. Yes, definitely prayers for a successful show, but also for new opportunities. You know that we have to make sure that this is good and dry, because if it is not good and dry, then I've got a little boo-boo right there. It was a little bit too much Mod Podge and it just got stuck. So I had to get it off. I sometimes sand over my things. This is what we have so far. Now I'm going to have to make sure that I line that star up with the middle, because this is crooked for me. If you've never had transfers before, 3 parts, the backer part, the carrier sheet, and the XOR design. Peel it completely off. Save the sheet in case you need to lay it back on for whatever reason. Then position it, hold it by the clear parts to where you can see. And I'm going to stand up for this. I'm going to lay this down first, and then I'm going to move from the top down. And it overlaps the sides, so I'm going to have to make sure that I'll get in here, and then we will overlap the sides. And I tried to center this, but I think I'm a little crooked on the bottom. I just realized that it was a little difficult to put on for me. So, but it is good. It's okay. It is not a problem. I was so concentrating on the star that I got a little wonky on the bottom. But wonky or not, it is still beautiful. And right now, it'll be too late to pull this up. It's already down, so there's nothing I can do. I can't pull it up. It's just gonna have to be that way. If you want to, you can add a little bow to the top. You can add all kinds of things. You can add a little rustic star on here. You can add bow, greenery, little bells. So many little embellishments you can use and put on here. Just make sure that you get all the words, and for some reason or another, the words are right in between the music notes. Don't sweat the small stuff, people. It is still beautiful, even if it is a little wonky. And if you're going to distress it anyway, it will be just fine. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's just like, look at the positive. Look at the good things. Look at what went well this week. What did you have going on that was great, that did well? Don't focus on the things that didn't turn out so good. And if there were some things that didn't go as well, learn from them and move on. And mistakes need to be made in order to learn from them. I learn best by having a boo-boo. I'm like, if I'd done that, then I wouldn't have had that. I'm using my fingernail so I can get these little letters on here. I always say I don't want to amputate anybody. Well, these are some very fine, detailed, cursive lettering. And work up from the bottom. And of course it is best if you let your Mod Podge dry, let your paint dry. Don't push it like us creators are doing, because it's just too fast. Things are not completely dry. Your bottom layers are not completely dry. So wait the appropriate time. Everything has a pure time and a dry time. You're anxious but excited. Yes, always grateful for safe trips and prayers with the family. I mean, that's just hard. if you have resistance, if something is not transferring well, come at it from another side. Okay, that adhered. Wanted to make sure that transferred well, that semi-quincentennial. That's a big word. My vocabulary isn't that big. But give yourself grace in different things, you know? And look at the things that were accomplished in the week and focus on the things that mattered. There's too much good to focus on the negative. And you know, you cannot be upset if you're sharing kindness and encouragement. So be kind to others. Spread joy. Almost there, folks. And for those of you that are new to transfers, Essential Stencil transfers are amazing. The quality is really great. And the coloring is amazing. And see, we've got nothing left. I normally take this sheet or my hand and go over it and just rub everything in a little bit more. And look at that. Isn't that not cool? I love it. And yes, it blends into the background, but look at this. Anniversary and semi-quincentennial is on that line. And it's just beautiful. I am going to take some of that dark wax and put it around. Picked up a little bit too much dark wax. I didn't mean to have that much. And I might even use some of the, what's that called? The Waverly wax. I just want a little bit of an aged look. I am going to use that other wax and go into the little crevices right here and spread that out a little bit more to make that darker. Like it's been around for a while. I am just grabbing off my little spot right there. There's still plenty left on there to use. See how that aged it out? It's not white no more. And that red is darker, and I like that. I like that look. We can even do this. Don't let me forget to read our blessing out of our blessing box. Blend all this in together. Because you cannot have an aged inside surface and a non-aged surface on the outside. It's got to match. Now our outside and inside match up. And then I'm probably going to come in and sand it back a little bit. But I am going to leave this be for right now. I just like the way that looks. Darken this up a little bit more. Focused mainly on the upper part. What you think? You like it? Thank you. All right, let's read our devotion and then I'll let you guys go. Well, this is one of my favorites. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. The next one is, let's see, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him and He will make your path straight. And it says, don't worry, God's got this. Miss Bonnie, don't worry, God's got this. This one is for you. This is for you today. The Lord's got you. Oh, it doesn't show up good. Is that better? No, that glare is on there. Sorry about that. There you go. All right, here is our finished one, and it's finished. And one other thing I thought about we could have done, we could have used the stars out of this one, and those 3 stars right here fit on here perfectly. We could have just put a set of 3 in each corner and maybe a set of 3 up the top and then on the sides, and just put a couple of stars around there. That would have been something else we could have done. You could add a little bow on here. There's so many different ways. Let me know in the comments on the replay, how else would you embellish this? Would you do a couple of stars here and there? Would you add a little messy bow? What would you do? What would you add? Let me know. You guys have a blessed evening. Top of the hour, make sure you tune in to Essential Stencil. Check out what Miss Amanda, I think she's on tonight, what she will be creating. The Western collection is live. It went live Saturday. If you missed the launch party, go watch the replays. Everybody had some amazing creativity going on and designs. If there's anything that you need, I posted the link in the header for the transfer, the Western bundle, and there is still some left on the home collection, individual stencils. The bundle is sold out, but there's some individual ones still left. So And then the transfer here, it is almost sold out. There's only a few left. So grab what you want, take a peek, and don't forget, use an ambassador code. If you use mine, I will greatly appreciate it. It honors me and it helps me, and it'll help you save at checkout. And my code is WK21, and I'm just so honored when you do. I don't know who does. You know, I don't have no idea, but I appreciate you so much. You have a blessed evening. I'm going to turn you back down so I can turn this off.